Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to some more Rune Factory being recorded on,
My computer!
well, your monitor, my computer.
Well,
And that's not where I was trying to lead to, Chase.
what were you leading it to?
What is today, Chase?
A day. Or no, Monday.
Chase?
One of my friend's birthdays.
Chase? It's Christmas Day!
Yeah, I'm not wrong, though. I'm not wrong. But yes, it is Christmas, I think.
Yes. You think we just open up stockings and presents just for the fun of it?
Yeah, you know,
Just on any old Monday?
free every day like Christmas, you know what they say. You spend a lot of money, but you know, you get a pair of socks about almost every day, so it's worth it.
Okay. So, Chase, did you like the presents I got you?
Yes, yes. The controller was very good.
Well, that was from Mom. Although I was the one that picked it up.
Yeah, I count that as you getting it then.
Mom was the one who paid for it.
Well, she
Because I
wouldn't.
knew that you would want it. Especially after I... Come on! I need my brush for the cows. Especially after I kind of tried to convince you that you wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems to have worked. I was able to readily convince you that you wanted a new controller.
Surprisingly, yes.
You say surprisingly. I mean, yeah, I also got you some games, one of which the controller works very well on. Chase, you're finally playing Crystal Project. Only
Yay!
played a few hours so far. You've made it into town.
It's a very good town. I also gave that brutish eye to that one guy, but so I can now ride the things, but they can only jump one block though, so they're not too useful.
Oh, but they are very useful.
I mean, yeah, they are useful for like speed and stuff, but because they can only jump one block, I can't skip. I can't cheat. I can't get infinite power. I just getting to places you're not able to.
I mean, that is the definition of being able to cheat.
Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense from a gameplay perspective to not have that, but from a power perspective, it'd be useful to have that.
So, the Crystal Project pacifist run is currently blocked by that bully fight.
Oh yeah, the bully fight.
Because the only ways to get past that are to either literally go around the fight.
How?
Yeah, that's basically the only way to avoid the fight without actually fighting them. So, if you have a Quintar before you have to deal with them, then you can just you can take another path and go around them.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way to get a Quintar is, at least in, Pacifist, is to get enough crystals to get the Quintar pass.
Ah.
And we are currently, or at least, last I checked the Pacifist route, which was probably about a year ago or so? A year plus ago? Yeah, the only way to really get that route to work is you have to be very precise with all of your movements around getting various things. And since other than that one rental Quintar, you cannot get a Quintar. You cannot get any special movement, whatever stuff at all, without a fight. Which is stupid annoying for reasons that you'll find out eventually that I don't want to spoil you on. Just trust me when I say it's stupid annoying.
Okay.
I managed to make it work.
I think so far in the game I've been doing okay. The hardest fight was Rune. I'm assuming there's harder ones.
Yeah. Gran is like a mid-game fight difficulty level. You can beat her in the early game if you know the secret to beating her.
What's the secret?
I'm not going to tell you the secret. So when you figure it out on your own, you're gonna feel so smart.
What's the comment with someone? Someone comment the secret. Does it have to do one of the abilities, or is it just something you can do?
It's something that you can do. Once you do it, you like the grand fight is easy. Or level up your characters and just get so strong at fighting that you can just take out all of Gran's health, or at least enough of Gran's health before she heals.
Sounds interesting. What? Gran just kind of seems.
Or one thing you could do is try to run past Gran without going into her fight in order to get the gear that she's guarding.
Oh yeah, because you can just grab the gear and then
like leave.
Yeah. Well, then is the gear good or bad?
Oh, the gear is really good for the early game. If you're going to late game to get it, it's not so good, but in the early game, it's really good.
Okay, well, you just can run past Gran, right?
It's really difficult to do, but theoretically, it should be possible.
Wait, can you take one of the rental things that far away, or no?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll try that, if it works, and then I can get past Gran, get all the loot, and then warp back to the home point, but...
Honestly, if you're trying to run past Gran, it's best to just save just outside of Gran's house, and then just keep trying over and over again. If you get into a fight, just pause and click, like, leave fight.
Well...
Or you could just...
fight her.
Yeah. Well, that's part of Crystal Project. You can just explore and keep exploring, and there's always so much more to explore.
There's a lot. Because that and squirrel dung, which apparently is a really good item.
Yeah. Once you get decently through the game, I'll tell you the speed run that I was trying to do a bit for the channel. Not so much for the channel, just because I liked it.
What was it?
Well, it's spoilers, Chase.
Is it like a complete the game speedrun, or is it something else?
No.
Okay.
The goal is to get a specific item that you don't have yet.
Well, okay then.
And my average completion time for it is 1 hour.
What's the world record?
No one else has tried it, so I think that would be my half-hour run. Because I think I was able to do it in half an hour once.
Wait, is it... Wait. Huh?
You'll understand it. Eventually. That's the thing about this game. You'll understand the things I'm talking about. Eventually. So I need to buy, like, 8 grass seeds, I think. I think that should be... I think 8 should be plenty.
Buy those grass seeds, Claire.
I mean, that's the idea. Came to buy. I hope it was only grass seeds that I needed.
Well, what are you trying to do?
Feed my monsters?
Ah.
I'll just buy the 9. That's what it is. Here, you take this.
So what else are we doing in this episode today?
I'm going to be planting some grass seeds, taking care of crops, maybe doing a bit of grinding a little bit, talk to the mayor about expanding my barn. Unfortunately, the barn might not be able to be expanded until tomorrow, so if we do continue playing until then I'm going to go and capture a couple more cows.
Why do you want cows so badly?
Because cows can give you milk, and then milk can be turned into, I think it's cheese and butter? Oh no, wait. Maybe. Or yogurt or whatever? Cheese, butter, and yogurt, and I need 2 of those 3 things, as well as mayonnaise that you get from eggs, and yarn that you get from wool, in order to make Levelizer.
What's that?
If you drink it, it refills your health and rune points completely, and also gives you a level up.
Now that seems pretty good.
Do you have 50 pieces of wood and 5,000 Gs? Yes. Be finished by tomorrow morning. Make barn larger, please. Only 4 levels will be added, so I believe if we look through the aminals. Oh my gosh, the cows are loving me already.
What?
So I have 12 chickens. So I need 24 cows. So I need 8 more cows and 12 sheep.
Why?
So I can have like equivalent numbers of each, because I need twice as much milk as I do eggs or wool.
Ah, okay.
And once I get them up to level 9 or 10 affection, then they can give large items. And I need their large items. I also need to talk with the friendly neighborhood wandering merchant on Wednesday to get the gear that I need to make yarn, mayonnaise, butter, yogurt, whatever.
The friendly neighborhood wandering trader kind of seems suspicious for some reason.
I mean, she's fine. She's one of the marriage candidates in Act 1. Right.
Does your mom still not recognize you as their daughter?
No. It's really weird. Also, for levelizers, you need a 4-leaf clover, so that's what I have these 2 big old fields for.
Makes sense. Wait, in the other Rune Factory games, does your parents recognize you or no?
In the other Rune Factory games, you don't get to play as your own kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why, again, I've never played Rune Factory 3, but yeah, that's not a thing in Rune Factory 1, 4, or 5.
Huh.
But to be fair, Rune Factory 1, 4, and 5, I didn't get as far as to having kids. No, wait, I might have had the kid in Rune Factory 1, I don't know. Because Rune Factory 4, I was never interested in the marriage aspect, because the character had to be straight, and Rune Factory 5, turns out romancing the character that I wanted to romance takes a really long time.
Why?
Because you have to watch, like, 2 of her random, like, romance events. And, like, they will not spawn if the character is set to be in anyone else's random events. So I had to do the entire town's random events before hers would spawn in. And even then, it's unlikely for hers to spawn at all.
Well then.
Cows.
The cows look so evil.
I know? Oh shoot, I need water.
However, you're gonna do your watering can run without water?
Oh no! Also, what really sucks, all of this doesn't count as water. I have to go, like, way up there.
Why? What?
Because all of this is at, like, weird angles and stuff. So you can't get a nice, like, straight on to the watering can. Like, with your character. So your character doesn't see it as place to refill watering can. It's very arbitrary.
How much water can you store in the watering can?
Well, I have... Oh, wait. That's one of the reasons for the top screen. You see, I have 184 water in it now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's after using, what, 16, 17 spaces? 16 spaces?
I do not like you. They do not like you.
Silence you!
I think you should kill one.
I mean, killing them is, like, super awkward. Because they spawn in, then they attack, and then they disappear. The only time you can actually hit them is while they are swinging at you.
Heh. Well, that seems annoying.
No. So I have to wait for both of them to spawn in. And then, while they are on the process of spawning in, I have to do that and hope I'm fast enough.
That does not seem fun.
Yeah, no, not really, no. You know what? I have an idea. If I do this, I might only have to deal with one of them.
Hey, normally, Claire, I have a question.
What up?
In the game, normally, can you kill those guys?
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, normally easily? I don't know.
Like, without the watering can.
Like with just a sword?
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're only, like, available for, like, a few seconds to be hit.
Mm.
So you have to, like, wait for them to spawn in, then run around behind them, and then attack them. Even if you are using a sword, it's still annoying.
Well.
You know what? It's good. I'm going to get some grass up here. Oh wait, I need my scythe and I need to till more. So now, farming these apple monsters, there's no real point to it anymore.
Why?
Because if I want XP, I could just, you know, wait for all of the aminals to like me, and then just get the levelizer and level up that way instead.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So really the big thing to do would be to just keep getting experience. But frankly, if I really wanted to, I could grind up as much experience as I really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can buy the stuff for making, like, health potions. I can buy the stuff I need to make health potions, and then just make as many health potions as I want. So it's like, okay, well, I don't... Yeah, just keep making health potions and then keep using whatever tools specifically that increase skills. And then health potions, tools, health potions, tools. If I run out, you know, buy multiple more stacks of each of the ingredients at the store. The ingredients are cheap, and I have a lot of money.
Makes sense, makes sense.
So it's... Yeah. I'm tempted to do, like, what I did with Rune Factory 4, and just have an entire episode where I just have the recording play at, like, 4 times normal speed. And it's just me getting, like, skill points.
I mean, it would work. Will we be talking in it, though? Because if you would, you'd actually be...
It would be at 4 times speed talking to...
yourself, or if I'm here, I'll me.
Honestly, I'd probably just, like, mute my audio and just watch, like, YouTube while I, you know, raise skills for 4 hours.
I mean, yeah, that's what I do when I'm
Like-
only playing games, so makes sense.
Just do, and not worry so much about the rest of all that. So, as it stands, actually, you know what? I believe there were some branches lying around.
Skill up.
I have 3,461 wood. I
Hey.
needed 50 to increase the size of the barn.
I mean, it's not, it's good to have extra.
Oh gosh. Fun little fact. It's actually easiest to raise your like logging and mining skills at the beginning of Act 2 before you upgrade the hammer or the axe. Because when you reach those stumps and you don't use a charged attack, you cannot break them. But you still get the experience of doing the action properly.
Oh, that could be useful.
And doing the action properly gives you like twice the experience of doing the action improperly. So if I go into the house and just, swing the hammer around, I might get like 1 XP per swing. But if I actually swing at a rock, I get like 2. But it uses up the same amount of energy. The issue is that, 1, actually going out finding rocks and smacking them takes in-game time, whereas staying in the house doesn't use in-game time. And also, rocks break after a while, but the big rocks and the logs don't break on uncharged swings on an unupgraded weapon.
Ah! So why did you upgrade him then?
I didn't realize that was going to be the case. You. Bargain? Fine, maybe I'll just use my kitchen then, huh? How do you feel about that? Maybe I'll go and use up all these fruits that I have. And start throwing them in the mixer, huh? Huh?
Isn't that the school?
Yeah, well, I paid for it.
Heh.
See, this is how you make drinks, Chase.
Failure, you failed.
Yeah, strawberry juice is a bit complicated. So let's go with apple. Apple is easy.
But you're gonna have all the seeds and other stuff mixed in with the juice.
No. See, it's okay, Chase, because it's magic. It's a magical mixer.
I think you need to add some water from the watering can in there so that way you keep your run.
Huh, that's weird.
What?
If we fail on most dishes, nothing happens, but failing on the grapes gave us this.
Alcohol. Nice.
It gave us a mess.
I mean,
Grape juice recipe is just grape. Apple juice is just an apple.
rotten grapes, though, are alcohol. Maybe you accidentally made some.
No.
I mean, wouldn't it be that
It's
good?
just a failure.
Actually, back in the day and other stuff, with like kings and other things, when they wanted to have like a glass of wine, they didn't know exactly how alcohol made, so they just put a ton of stuff inside of something and just waited to see if it would work or not. Like they'll put some grapes in there, some random things,
Yep.
and just hope it turned into alcohol. And
I mean, experimentation is a backstone of success and all that, right?
I mean, yeah. But then again, even if you did make alcohol, you couldn't drink it because you're like 12 or something in game. It's like
Oh, I thought you were talking about the kings.
Oh,
Even if they made alcohol, they're like 12. It's like, oh, shots fired.
and
No.
Oh, you drunk the potion.
Oh, shoot, I need a bunch of green grass to make healing items. I need to buy more green grass.
Why not blue? Blue's better.
Well, I do need to buy some bluegrass, but I have one of that.
Can I have some?
No,
Why?
you're not old enough. You have to be at least this cool to have bluegrass, Chase.
Aww. Okay, well, if I beat Crystal Project, will I get the right for some bluegrass?
Maybe.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's not a no.
You know, we should do more videos together, but Because so far I've only been in 2 of them, and both of them I don't play, I just talk.
Yeah.
Hello, if anyone is watching this, Azura, you might be watching this, I don't know.
I don't think Sarah watches. Chandra might. Hey, Chandra.
Hey, Sandra. Okay, if anyone is watching this, though, either comment if you don't know her, or if you do know her, like, call her on Discord and tell her to play something with me.
Yeah,
Just-
maybe we can do a playthrough of Terraria or something.
Yes!
Maybe do some sort of a challenge run.
Yeah, Terraria or Don't Starve, because...
Terraria challenge run, what do you think?
Yeah.
What kind of challenge can we do in Terraria?
Well, we could do no weapons or something, because there's, like, axes and other things. And there are just straight swords, but...
Terraria watering can only?
I mean...
Did my voice crack?
Maybe.
I was trying to get my voice to crack while I said that. Terraria? I mean, is that possible? Terraria watering can only?
I mean... I don't know. There might be a watering can item. There's a lot of items. I'm sure there's a water gun. That's close enough.
But can you... What is the absolute weakest thing in Terraria that you can use as a weapon? Let's do that.
Well, the starting tools are probably pretty down there. There's a copper pickaxe and copper axe. But there may be one weaker than that. I have to remember, but...
Can you attack monsters without even using a weapon? Can you, like, punch?
No, unfortunately.
It's so lame.
You can use yo-yos as a weapon. You can make a wooden yo-yo.
Well, if we can't use a watering can, maybe yo-yo only.
Yeah, yo-yo only. There are different tiers of yo-yo, though, so...
Can you upgrade, like, your own character stats? Because that's an important feature.
Yes, okay, so there's a few things. In Terraria, there's armor, there's accessories and that stuff. But then there's, like, life crystals and mana crystals. One of them increase your life, one of them increase your mana. The life ones you find in mines, and the life one you find in, just stars.
Just find them in the stars.
Yeah.
Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll land among the life crystals.
But those alone probably gonna do it, but there are other permanent upgrades. Like, there's a secret, like, area in the game, which has this liquid, which you throw an item in, it turns into another one. So you can throw...
So it's not like this, where you have, like, attack stats, and you, like, level up and get bigger stats.
No. There are, like, some mods of Terraria which might have that. Wait, we could do the Calamity mod, which is basically Terraria, but a ton more boss fights. And it's, like, really, really hard.
I want Terraria the RPG, where I can level up and just get higher stats.
I'm sure there's
But in exchange, I'm not allowed to use weapons or armor.
I'm sure there's a mod for that somewhere.
Let's find it.
But there is the purple liquid. Wait, there is the liquid. If we are gonna do like base game, you can throw in like heart crystals in there, and you get something that increases your health regeneration. So there are items which do increase your actual stats, but they're just kind of hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
But Terraria the RPG would probably be better if you're gonna do no.
Terraria RPG.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to get me to say that again.
But you know what game there is which you can't use any weapons? Don't Starve, or you cannot use any weapons. Don't Starve together. You can just punch everything.
Gosh, I've still been meaning to, like, set up, like, a second Steam account and just play a whole bunch of, like, Don't Starve on there, so you don't know that I'm playing it. What? And then we finally play it together, and I just speedrun the whole game in, like, 10 minutes.
Why? There's no... Okay. There. There's a quick thing I gotta say. About Terraria. Or not Terraria.
Don't Starve?
Yeah, Don't Starve.
About Terraria, Don't Starve.
No, I have an idea. What if we do a Let's Play of both of them? Because they did also have a crossover.
Crossover between Terraria and Don't Starve? I think that's a little ambitious.
No, they already had it. There's a...
There is?
Yeah, the Eye of Cthulhu from Terraria. You know that boss fight or no?
No, I don't know Terraria.
I knew a giant flying eyebolt that was like a pretty well-known boss in Terraria is now in Don't Starve. And there's like Don't Starve items in Terraria. They did like a game crossover thing.
Oh god. Actually, you know what Terraria challenge I've been I saw it once and I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Terraria Skyblock.
Oh yeah, I mean that one is possible. I think I also saw a video like that.
You start off with like a block in the sky or something, and it's just like, I live.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, but definitely possible. Because of the starting tools and the other stuff, you probably do it.
I mean,
might want to get a sapling or something, like a single tree and block of dirt, and then go.
Terraria Sky Factory. Terraria RPG Sky Factory.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yeah, everyone in the comments, Terraria RPG Sky Factory when?
Yeah, it's it. Okay.
Terraria.
If we get either 10 comments or 2 calls from someone Claire knows, we will do
You're
it.
really overestimating the amount of people who actually interact with these videos.
Yeah, no, I know I am. I'm hoping for like 50 years down the line you finally get the 10 comment and say, alright, let's do this.
Alright, Chase, I know you're dealing a lot with your kids being at school and stuff, but we got 10 comments, man. We gotta do this.
I'm sorry. I must go. My computer.
Let's go. The people need me.
Yeah, I walk out the door. Oh wait, no, my computer's inside. Walk back in. Give me a minute. I'll be.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, I really doubt you'll still have this computer in 50 years.
Yeah, I'll use another one maybe. Maybe get some like the some.
Yeah, I'll probably be the one who winds up building that one too.
Well, the next one I might help you.
The thing about desktops though is that you can, generally speaking, just keep upgrading them. You don't have to like get a whole new computer. Like with a laptop, you basically need to buy a new laptop every couple of years if you want to stay up to date.
Yeah.
With the desktop though, I mean, like it's a kind of ship of Theseus thing. Like how much can you change and still have the same computer?
So here's what we do. Over the years, we replace each part of my computer with a better piece as they come out. And after 50 years, then we get all the old pieces and rebuild the computer.
But which one is the real computer, Chase?
That's for the future me to decide.
Gosh, I saw this one thing ages ago. It's like, honey, please accept me back. I've changed. I'm a whole new ship. Are you though? And like it's just a guy with like the head of a whole new ship. Are you though?
Strawberry.
It's just a nice thing to just drop into conversation. Have you ever heard of the Ship of Theseus?
Yes.
I showed you that podcast episode, right?
What?
Oh gosh.
There's a lot of podcasts.
Was it Distractable? Shout out to Distractable, I guess. Give them the extra viewership, I suppose. Where one episode, one of the three of them brings up just out of nowhere, have I ever told you about the Ship of Theseus? And then like later episodes it comes up like every once in a while. It's like, have I ever told you about the Ship of Theseus? Like, yeah, I think so, yeah. I think we're familiar. Like, this is a lot like the Ship of Theseus. How? This is a completely different conversation. Or is it the same? Well, you see, we take our Ship of Theseus conversation, but instead of a boat, we have a house. And instead of replacing parts, we have replacing the people. And it's just like your college dorm.
It all ties back to the Ship of Theseus.
Hey, Chase?
Yeah?
Have I ever told you about the Ship of Theseus?
Most likely. What are you doing? Why do you keep making health potions?
Because I'm trying to blend strawberries, but I guess either they can't be blended or my level's not high enough for them to that I can blend them.
So you keep trying to blend strawberries and like almost having a heart attack and then
Yeah, every time I try it, it uses up some of my health.
It's like you trying to blend a strawberry, you're just sitting there. It hurts. Why you become a cat?
It's blending noises.
Oh! I thought you just suddenly like, I'm gonna be a cat today.
Yeah, I'm trying to make some strawberries and meow. Cats famously loving strawberries, I guess. Not that they would ever say so. Cats are like that. They don't. Oh gosh, my cat got mad at me last time I was here for a weekend because he was all angry. Because like, you left me without any food or any water. I was going hungry. He has like an open Tupperware of food right next to his food dish that he didn't touch, and an open Tupperware of water that I had showed him where it was before I left that he also barely touched. He drank like half of it, but still. It's like, you're not hungry, you just don't want to use other food containers. Like, he was standing around, like, meowing at me, like, patting the floor by his food dish, until I took his bowl, scooped it up from the food Tupperware that was right next to it, put it back, and he's like, "Thank you!" And he eats from the bowl. It's like, really, cat? Is that how you're going to thank me? So I'm really hoping that he's not going to be starving this weekend. Hopefully he knows how to eat food.
What if you get an identical bowl to the other one he has? And that way.
I mean, that is tempting. I really wanted to get him like a nice big like doggy bowl type thing, like what Lucy has.
Yeah.
It's just so I could like, especially like with water. Cinnamon drinks a lot of water.
As do we.
Yeah. So, can you just get him like big old like doggy bowl of water, teach him how to use that. I have been tempted into getting like a bubbler.
A what?
It's a special type of like water bowl, mainly for cats, that it keeps the water flowing like a fountain. And you can hook it up to like a water reservoir so it can refill itself. But it basically makes the water from standing water to flowing water because cats don't like standing water. Because in the wild, standing water usually has bacteria. That's why if you ever like stranded in the woods or something and you just see like a sitting puddle of water, you shouldn't drink from it unless you're like about to die of thirst.
If you're about to die, say,
well, I guess, but you shouldn't because it probably has like bacteria and stuff. If it's a flowing stream, it's more likely to be clean. It's not guaranteed, but it's more likely to be good. Especially if you find a flowing stream of water and you can see other animals like deer and stuff drinking from that same water, it's probably good.
I mean, I would...
Again, I'm not an expert about, going out in the wild, but I have learned lessons because it's important to know these things when your parents keep trying to take you camping.
Have you ever been camping, actually?
Yeah, a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to have a trailer, not like a RV type thing like your parents have, but like basically just a box on wheels. And we'd go camping and we'd bring the trailer with the quads in it. But my dad had modified the trailer to have like benches that are like chained to the wall, kind of. So they'd be up in transport, but then we settle in, plop them down, put like little sleeping pad there. Sleeping bag, that's it. Put a sleeping bag on, and then you could just sleep, but not being like on the ground.
Makes sense.
Another important thing when you're like out in the woods, try not to sleep on the ground if you can avoid it. Usually you can't, but try to have at least something down underneath you instead of just being directly on the ground, because if you're on like the cold ground, it will sap the heat from your body. So if you have like a coat or something, put that down to sleep on instead. Life lessons from someone who has that's never actually gone through these things themselves.
Ah, yes. The best person to learn from. One who's never experienced it.
I mean, yeah, I pick up information here and there. It's bound to be useful eventually.
Mhm.
Also, according to one Mythbusters episode, if you ever are going to be going through the woods, one thing you should bring along, roll of duct tape.
Why?
Because duct tape and some ingenuity can get you basically everything you need to survive in the wild. Because, like, with duct tape, you can, like, build a hammock and you don't have to sleep on the ground. With duct tape, and they use saran wrap, but as well, but maybe you could do it just duct tape, you can make a water catcher. Not necessarily very good. You can also make, like, cups to drink the water out of.
Well, duct tape sounds pretty good. Also, you may want to heal.
Yeah. Gosh, Chase, you know what show you would absolutely love?
What?
The Red Green Show.
Why?
It's like some redneck Canadian who, like, I don't even know how to properly explain it. It's basically just like a comedy, it's a skit-based comedy show. Where there's like one segment where the guy's like, hey, you ever have this very specific problem? Well, let's try to solve it. So it's like, you ever just be like driving for a while and your legs start cramping up and you want to stand but you're still driving? Well, I'm going to saw like the roof of this vehicle open and install like extenders for like the steering wheel and for the pedals. So if I want to stand up while driving, I can stand up and keep driving and like look out from like through the roof. So it's like, hey, you have like an old like freezer, but you really want a place to relax. Let's turn this freezer into a recliner. And then, of course, he reclines too far back and gets himself trapped in a freezer.
I mean, probably not the best recliner, but if it works, then I probably wouldn't build it.
Okay. It's a funny show. And I actually got to see the person who played Red Green. I actually got to see him, and like the show was actually his idea. Like it's not like, you know, some bigwig made the idea and then hired people to play the parts. He had a thought for a show, and went to get money investment to make the show, and he went up to them and said, "Give me enough money so I can do something, but not so much that you care what it is." He just went and started his own show for, 20, 30 years? And then went, you know what? It's great, but I think we've reached our peak. Let's stop here. Did not let the show just, like, go into being super bad. Just like, you know what? I think we've peaked. Let's end it. And then went on tour back. I have actually a t-shirt from his tour. My dad took me there.
Wait, what was the show on?
It was like on TV. Just a television program that I used to watch.
Ah, yes.
Oh no!
What?
They're sheepies. It's after 6 p.m. That means the apples don't spawn anymore.
Oh.
And sheep are a lot more annoying to farm than apples. I mean, they don't call her Sheeplejack.
Wait, did the apple enemies drop apples?
They do sometimes, yeah.
Huh. Why are you making apple juice, actually?
Hmm?
Why are you making apple juice, actually?
Oh, to raise my cooking skill. Yeah. Rune Factory 4 has it where whenever you increase a skill, you get like a little bit of like stats, maybe some extra max health or extra max rune points. This game doesn't, but it's still nice to have higher cooking levels. Higher whatever levels.
It's only level 6 right now. But...
Yeah. farming, I have not actually farmed, like, artificially raised the skill. It's just so high because of all the farming I've done. Not farming, just regular farming. And also attacking enemies with my watering can has helped.
You weren't farming the farming?
No. Oh, Rune Factory 4. As long as you have at least 1 point in a skill, if you ever collect... I'm trying to remember what it was. Right. If you ever collect a rune, like one of the things that appears and it glows whenever your crop is finished, it restores half of your rune points, but it also gives you +1 to a skill. Just for free. Just every crop that finishes growing gives you +1 to a skill. But there's about a 25% chance that instead of a regular rune, it'll be like a big rune. And the big rune gives you a +1 to like either strength, vitality, intellect, or health. +1 to one of the first 3, or +3 max health. So you can just raise your stats by simply farming.
Imagine in that world, it's like the big, like really rich people. It's like,
another day out on the farm. Let's do this thing.
And just every day, it's like I'm slightly smarter now.
Yeah, that's why one particular anime I refer to as the Rune Factory anime, because it's basically a guy who's just been farming for so long that he's maxed out all of his stats. And he's like, well, it's not like I want to go on an adventure, but adventure is starting to call for me now. And people are in danger, so I can't exactly say no. So I might as well help people, because I can. Like, he sees some people being attacked by a dragon, throws a carrot at the dragon from like 100 feet away, and kills the dragon. With a carrot. Anime is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I still really, really like that one. That's... a guy dies, but, like, a god comes and talks to him. It's like, hey, buddy, really sorry for giving you cancer like that. You weren't supposed to get it. As an apology, I'll let you, like, choose. Like, do you want to be reincarnated? Do you want to go back to Earth? Want to go to a different world? Like, I'll help you. I'll give you a new life, and you'll be in a nice, healthy body. No more cancer. No more big diseases. And the guy's like, you know what? I just want to be somewhere, like, in nature, on my own. Please. And the god's like, that would be kind of dangerous. You know what? I'll do it, but I'll also give you a farming implement. A magical farming implement that can turn into, like, any tool he desires. So if he wants, like, an axe, he can grab an axe and chop down trees. He wants a shovel, he can get a shovel. He can turn into any tool he desires, and he never gets tired while using it. So you chop down 100 trees and be fine. And then he just starts like a whole community in the middle of the most dangerous woods in the world because people have found him. And they're like, "Rah, I'm gonna hurt you!" And he's like, "Okay, but how about a tomato?" We don't have tomatoes. What is this? What's a tomato? Huh. You know what? I'll spare you in exchange for some tomatoes. So, Chase, what fruit or vegetable would it take to make you not want to seek vengeance on someone who hasn't done you wrong?
Apple.
Apple?
Yeah. Just give me like an apple or two and I'm all good. I'm like, you know what? You're a good guy. Thanks.
I don't have any apples. Do you want some apple juice?
I'll allow it. But give me an apple in the next 2 weeks and I will be...
And I will spare your village. God, I think I actually transferred that anime to you. We should watch it sometime, maybe.
What is it called?
I don't know, because I called it Your Quest 3. Because it reminded me of the Your Quest games. You just dropped off in the middle of the woods. You have tools. Sometimes random people come by if you build houses. It's actually hilarious, because in the Your Quest games, if you build a house, people come in, like, almost immediately to move in. In the anime, the guy builds, like, a house for himself, and immediately people come to move into it. It's like, okay, fine, I'll build myself my own house. And then people come in to move into it. He wants to have his own house. People keep trying to move into his house. It's like, okay, fine, I'll make a house for all of us, including myself. And then it's like, oh, a 30-person house? Me and my 29 sisters would love that place. It's like, dude just cannot catch a break. It's hilarious. Anyway, that's been this episode of Rune Factory 2, recorded on Christmas. I got a microwave.
Oh yeah, she did.
So now I have a microwave again after Chandra broke my last one.
Yeah.
She said she didn't, and I don't know what she did, but she used it and it stopped working. And I thought I had the gremlins. Anyway, good day, y'all.
Have a nice time.
And happy holidays.
Also,
and...
get Claire to do Terraria or don't starve.
Get Claire to do Terraria or don't starve. So if you get me to do Terraria, you're gonna starve. According to Chase himself. So be very careful about what games you try to
Guys,
make me
it's
play.
fine. You can survive on just water for about like a week or two. It's okay.
Remember, y'all, don't starve. Together.